One of the great things about my life here in China, or my life anywhere, is that I can just get up and go and do whatever I want. I made a video here a couple days ago, telling people, the dating video, that's what it was, telling people that, I'm going to go to Xinjiang and then I'm going to take off down to the Philippines. And I was saying, well, it's probably in a month or so because I've got things that I've got to do here in Nanning before I'm done. Well, scratch that. I've already booked my flights for October the 31st. I've already rented an apartment in Kalboyog on Samar Island. It's got, as I said, that was my destination choice after traveling around for a bit through the Philippines. Manila, I didn't much like Manila. There was too much traffic, there was crime, it didn't have that vibe. Cebu, I like Cebu, but I don't want to be stuck in a big city. It's got a different type of atmosphere. Sure, they've got all of the great places to eat. They've got all of the social bar and stuff like that. They've got good hotels and whatever. But hotels get expensive. Oh, that sun is hot today. But the idea that if I go into a hotel, well, and I'm one of those guys that, well, if I find a good hotel, like some of them are 1,400 pesos after the taxes. So you pony up for 30 days. I'd say work it out to 1,500 pesos per. You're looking at 45,000 pesos per month just for hotel rooms, and then you get somebody like me. And they go around and they clean up, and they keep this place spotless. They deserve probably more pay than what they get. But anyway, but then you get me, like when I go to Tacloban, I'll stay at the Rosvenel and pony up 2,800 pesos for a night, or the Summit where I was paying 3,800 pesos for a night. And I secured a fully furnished apartment with right down to pots and pans and dishes and air conditioner and whatever for 20,000 pesos a month. And it's a month-to-month lease type thing. It's right across from the beach, you know what I mean? The ocean is right there. Got a Western bar and restaurant right next door, and right next door to that is a sandwich shop, which you can get Western subs and whatever. So it's sort of made for somebody like me, and I'm sort of feeling it too. It's one of those things that, man, if all the stars aligned at the same time and place, plus it's getting cold colder here in Nanning. In the morning, when I woke up this morning, I think it was 21 degrees. Well, within a month, that'll be 10 degrees in the morning, and then it gets uncomfortable because here you've got it's humid, so you got a wet climate, and when you get down into the 5 to 10 degrees mark, ooh, she can be miserable. So I'm getting out of Dodge just before, and I think I'm going to be spending the entire winter there. Play it by ear, mind you. Sometimes I say I'm going to go do this and end up doing that, because as a retired person with bucks in his jeans, I can basically go wherever I want and do whatever I want. If I decided that I wanted to spend the winter in Mexico, I just go to Mexico. It's one of those things, and it's sort of nice to be in that position. I was watching David George. He's a tuber out of Kalboyog. You'll see him on my channel here in the near future. He says you only live once, so get at her now. Don't wait. You only live once, and there's truth to that. The idea that a lot of people procrastinate. They decide they want to stay working. Oh, I can do it for another year or two, and they end up working till they're 70 years old. And I was talking with Joanne Guthrie, a friend of mine in Prince Albert. We were talking about her dad. He worked till he was 65 years old. He went in for a heart operation, and basically died during that operation, or around the same time as the operation type thing. I don't know if he died on the table or not, but the idea that he didn't even get his old age pension yet. He never got his first check, old age pension check. So don't wait too long to do these things. I retired when I was 53 years old, and I wish I would have retired a couple years earlier than that, because if I would have known that Wei Fong only had 10 years to live at that time, I would have pulled the plug way earlier, because you only live once, so don't waste it. It just doesn't make any sense to waste all of that time that you could have on yourself rather than working for money, because when you work for money, all you're doing is renting out your time, and your time is limited. So that's one of the things that I wish I would have changed. Is I wish I would have retired at least 2, maybe 3 years earlier, because it turns out that we didn't need as much money as we thought we did. That's another thing. When you're older, you spend less money. You're not as active, so you don't go out and about anymore as much as you did when you were younger. You don't want all of those toys. You don't want, I think I'm going to buy a scooter when I get down to the Philippines, but then I've got to figure out how to get a license. Look at here, they build all of these things that in the parks, and it's sort of neat to see. This park, they had it cordoned off there for just about a year. They were building all of these things. I haven't been back here for a while, so this is all sort of new to me here. I'm going to go to the end of the pier here, and then I'm going to do a 360 so you can see what I see. And the idea of staying in a place like the United States or Canada or Great Britain or Australia or Brazil or wherever. Now you got to float around the world and see, because you don't know what you're missing if you don't know what's out there. You know what I mean? It's sort of like a frog in a well. Oh, this is the best well. We're the best well in the world. But if you've never seen anywhere else, how the hell do you know? You know what I mean? This is one of the poorer areas of Nanning City, and you see, you got the parks, you got the high rise, you've got more high rise buildings going up over there. You've got village land over here, and you can tell the village land by the types of buildings. Oh, those are those birds that the California clowns tell you don't exist in China. Well, now you know they're lying to you because you saw it here in real time. You know what I mean? But if you don't know what's out there, how the hell do you know whether you're living in the best country in the world or you're living in the best city? You've got it better than other people. Well, when I was living in Canada, I thought Canada was the cream of the crop. I've been down to the States, and I think Canada's better than the United States, or it used to be anyway. But once I came to China, and I was sort of scared when I came to China the first time in 2003, because it's a communist country. And my God, you might, maybe they'll throw you in jail. They'll throw your ass in jail. And I started looking around, and I started experiencing a country that's being given a bad reputation by the Western mainstream media that they don't deserve. And listen. This is a city of 9 million people, and there's places like this. I can hear birds in the background, and you see them flying around and stuff like that. But the idea is that it totally changed my mind by coming here and actually experiencing it on my own. And I've gone to, after that I've gone to, we were in Mexico, we were in the United States, we were in Singapore, we were in Thailand, we were in Malaysia, we were in Cambodia, now I'm in the Philippines. So I'm experiencing life firsthand rather than watching it on YouTube or reading a book about it or listening to somebody else talk about it. I'm experiencing it firsthand, and I think it enriches a person's life, especially a retired person's life, just for the fact that, you know, at this age, you don't have to work anymore. You've got enough money in your jeans that you can go around to these places, and I've decided that that's exactly what I'm going to do. So come October 31st, I'm in Manila. Well, I leave at 10 o'clock at night, or 7 o'clock at night, but I have a layover in Shenzhen, and then I'm in Manila I get there at 1:30, and at 4:30 I fly out to Tacloban, so I'm in the airport for 3 hours in Tacloban. Then I take a bus from Tacloban 4 hours to Calboyog, and as I say, I've rented an apartment, so I just move right into the apartment, no hotels. I get to cook my own food or hit the restaurant next door. Got a beach across the street. I might have a companion come with me, but we'll leave that for another video. I don't want to jinx it type thing, but you probably know who it is anyway, but whatever. Yeah, I've a little smitten with that one. But you never know. It's in the works, but yeah, exactly. And that's another video from Gweilo 60 at a park in Nanning City, just telling you what's coming up and how I'm feeling, and I'm doing good. I'm doing better than I have in a long time. So that's another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, you know the score. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out. Bye now.